Welcome, Namaskar, Adab, Sat Sri Akal. God bless you to all of you. On behalf of Kanan.co at the outset, I, Dhrudip Thakkar, welcome you all for this amazing podcast with our special guest, Parul Khurana. So, मैम बहुत बहुत स्वागत है आपका हमारे इस स्पेशल एपिसोड में. So, मैम आपसे मैं ये जानना चाहूंगा कि those students who are interested in studying abroad, particularly in Canada, and tell me something about your university. It's the Toronto Metropolitan University. So why, as an international student, I should choose Toronto Metropolitan University?
Sure. Thank you so much, Dhrudip, for having me here at Kanan's office today. And it's been an amazing day for me and full of so many students at undergrad level, bustling with energy. So thank you so much for welcoming me to Baroda. My name is Parul Khurana, as you said. I'm the Regional Recruitment Advisor, South Asia for Toronto Metropolitan University, Canada. We are based in downtown Toronto. We are almost an 80-year-old public funded university based out of downtown Toronto. We were earlier known as Ryerson, and we recently changed our name to Toronto Metropolitan. So one of the, I think, best things about our university, besides the location, is the fact that we are number one in the world for university-based incubation. So students get a lot of opportunities to become entrepreneurs and, have their own startups. We currently have about 5,000 plus active startups.
Wow, 5,000 plus active startups you have.
Great. So I think if anybody can relate with the word entrepreneurship, or they want to have their own venture, TMU would be the place. Okay,
and what would be the high demanding programs in Toronto Metropolitan University?
So at my university, the beauty of I think the university at undergrad level especially is the fact that we have a range of programs starting from aerospace engineering to industrial engineering to creative industries to fashion to business. You name it and we have it, like, in the field of health. So the range from engineering to hospitality to fashion is so wide that students love being with us. Because we are in downtown Toronto, and we do have for all these faculties access to the industry. So which basically in turn means that they will have options to have internships, co-op internships. They will barely go into depression because they are lonely. Because, again, South Asians may feel a little out of the place when it's a Western country. They're moving out of their home, their comfort zone for the first time. So they don't feel depressed. Because the moment you step out of the university, you are with us. They're people.
Okay, so I remember the beautiful poem of Mirza Ghalib. So it's called Hazaro Khwaise Aisi Ke Har Khwais Pe Dam Nikle. Right. So many programs are there in Toronto Metropolitan University. So how to choose the right program? Because sometimes, I have to balance my passion and practicality.
Okay, interesting question.
Yes. So how, and as an international student, I can choose the right program, and what are the eligibilities, and is there scholarships available?
Sure. So I personally always go with the fact that go with what your passion is, backed with a little bit of, component of, let's say, business skills or technology, so that you can widen your scope of career in the very same field. So for an example, let's say if you wanted to get into design field, right? Like that's your passion. I have a beautiful program called Creative Industries, which is a combination of creation and business. So you become more employable. So choose programs based on your interests, yes, but try to combine it with something extra and more to be more employable. That's it. So that's the answer to your question. And as far as scholarships are concerned and eligibility is concerned, we do take all the boards from India, international curriculum, IB, A levels, local board of Gujarat, CBSE, ICSE, etc., along with English proficiency tests like IELTS and TOEFL, etc. And as far as scholarships are concerned, we have two types of scholarships. One is President's Scholarship of $40,000, which is disbursed as 10 each year. And one is one-time ISLA scholarship, $5,000 scholarship entrance. So,
So again, if I think about Canada, the first thoughts comes in my mind is PR. Right.
We're being recorded.
So how after completing the study, student want to get PR? So what kind of program they should select, and how your university help in finding different PR pathways and helping after completing their study, because the job is also a major concern for the Indian students. So how Toronto Metropolitan University help in finding a job and eventually getting a PR?
So you've asked me a bunch of questions in the very one question, same question. So I'll answer it in parts. Number one, I am from ISSEI, team, which is I am not legally authorized to talk about immigration. However, we do have on-campus support for all our international students, which is international student support system basically, which we have.
Okay.
They are supposed to and they're legally able to guide our students. So students should not worry once they leave their country that I'll not be having anybody to hold my hand. No, of course, at university, we have legal authorized agents sitting to guide you. For your journey. Like sometimes it could only be extension of visa, let's say, while you're doing your internship.
Yeah.
Or your parents want to come to visit you. Or you have to go for your study abroad exchange program in Germany or wherever. So we help that, in that case. And once the student graduates, of course, then also we will guide the student that what is the path ahead for application if they are eligible to apply for the permanent residency, etc. For now, the subset government has released, so many lists, and there's so much of confusion in South Asia. What's going on? Am I going to be eligible for my post-study work permit? Bachelor level degrees, which is 4-year public funded university degrees, are the safest pool.
Absolutely.
If you are eligible and have bit of paying capacity, please go and study at your, for an undergrad degree, and having 2 to up to 3 years of post-study work permit is not a problem at all. So please do not be worried about those things. Yes.
Okay. Also, Indian student and parents worried about the political change and the policy change that frequently happens in Canada.
So it unfortunately did not happen frequently till the last year.
Okay.
But I think cleaning needed to happen in the country. A little bit of pruning, filtration needed to happen, because our students, your children were suffering there,
Absolutely, yeah.
Students who were going through unscrupulous paths were, and they were also being cheated back home. So the country's government is rather trying to protect your children. Remember that it is nothing to do with the university or the government. We want as many South Asian students as we can, kind of get. It's an open door. Please do not misunderstand the statements which have been released, because they are just to filter the students who are not right. Simple.
Okay.
Who did not have the intention of studies. Okay. Or they did have intention of studying, but because they were not going to a good agent like Kanan, they were being misled.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So government, Indian or Canadian, the rule is to basically protect. Don't please misunderstand this information. Do not be worried. We are welcoming with both the hands. Please just get your scores up, be eligible for the university program, and we'll take you.
Okay. So many false promises is given to the student, then fake document and fake degrees, and so many fraudulent documents ruin their career.
Yes.
So how to identify that red flag, and how they can pursue their career in Canada, particularly in Metropolitan University?
Sure. So how to identify red flag is basically as simple as I was just stating now, that don't go to any Tom, Dick and Harry in the market. Go to authorized agents only.
Okay.
All the universities, I think, in the world, forget about Canadian, we have a list of authorized agents on our website. Please cross-verify. If you're going to Kanan, please go back. And Kanan is claiming, which, by the way, they are one of our best, partners on ground. So do check on our website whether their name is existing as well. So bigger player like Kanan would never fool around with these things, but smaller in Nadiad, in Baruch, these kind of things can happen very easily. Okay, so be very watchful of those things. I would say when you are at the university, you're talking about career options and how we can assist. We have something called a career center at the university.
Okay.
Which you wouldn't even believe, even if you graduated from my university and you and it's been 20 years that you've graduated, now you're looking for a job change, you can still come back to your alma mater and you can ask for assistance and how should I find a job now.
Okay.
So please don't be worried about job opportunities. We have 91% graduate employability as we speak. 100% of our programs have a practical learning component in it.
So thank you so much for spending your most valuable time, because I think we covered everything. Start from the career, scholarship, then different kind of scam. So it's kind of study abroad cheat code is revealed by you. So thank you,
Yay!
thank you.
I'm glad.
So thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
revealing this cheat code and sharing your valuable insights, and your wisdom definitely changed thousands of students' life, their future. And yes, you can follow us on all the social media platform. And if not, then definitely follow your dream. Keep exploring, keep believing in yourself, and keep watching this kind of podcast. Thank you very much.